over. We got parity. It's exciting. A lot's going to happen. Schedule's released today. What is the one thing you want to see most this NBA season?
Before I answer that question, first thing I want to say is that I haven't been this excited about an NBA season in a long time. And please, when LeBron went to Miami, I was just excited to be in South Beach. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, South Beach is just a very, very special place with special memories. But that's neither here nor there.
Lord.
I will tell you that for me,
some story time would be nice right about now.
South Beach was just special.
That's the late night.
This is different. This is different. This is not about South Beach. This is not about one team. This is about the league. And the one thing that I want to see above all else, and I'm so excited across the board, the Western Conference is loaded. The East got 3 solid teams. I think Philadelphia should be the favorites coming out of the Eastern Conference right now. But I would tell you this. Number one thing I want to see the Lakers versus the Clippers for the Western Conference crown. That's what I want to see. I want to see Kawhi Leonard and Paul George up against LeBron and Anthony Davis. I want to see Doc Rivers.
So
I want to see Jeannie Buss and Pelinka. I want to see Kobe sitting in the stands. You understand what I'm saying? I want to see Magic back in the stands. I want to see Steve Ballmer going crazy courtside. I want to see LA, the 2 teams in LA going at each other's neck, trying to take each other out for the right to represent the West in the NBA Finals. To me, that would be the creme de la creme of this season.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
That would be real nice.
Real nice.
Titans going up against each other.
Yeah.
To own the city, not just the league.
Own the city, that's right.
You know what I want to see? You know what I'm most excited about this NBA season? The Denver Nuggets competing for an NBA title.
Oh, Lord. I mean, I like them, Will, but I mean, where's the sizzle in that, man? The Mile High City? And I like them. I like the Nuggets a lot. I really do, but come on, Will.
I do, too. I like Nikola Jokic,
Really?
and I like Jamal Murray, but you're getting caught up in the details because I am using the Denver Nuggets as a symbol.
Okay.
Because not unlike both of you, the worst thing about the NBA for going on over a decade now that it has been predetermined. It's been over before it started. If it wasn't the Warriors, it was the Heat. If it wasn't the Heat, it was the Spurs. If it wasn't the Spurs, it was the Lakers. From pole to pole, from start to finish, we knew who the champion would be. And I'm so excited that from start to finish, we have no idea. We could rattle off 8 teams. You said 3 in the East. You could rattle off 7 in the West, who you could make a real argument for having a chance to win it all, including the Denver Nuggets, the Utah Jazz, the Houston Rockets, the Clippers, the Lakers, and on and on. But, Stephen A., my point isn't about the Nuggets. Listen to me. It's about the idea that the NBA is up for grabs, that we need to watch because we don't know how it's going to end.
Can I use your analogy
that it's finally unpredictable and drama-filled.
Can I use your ingredient, like that recipe that Will Kane just threw out there? Let me not lean this way. Let me lean this way. Let me do this recipe that Will Kane just divvied up. I got one better for you than even that. The Golden State Warriors.
Absolutely.
Here's why. Steph Curry, drafted by the Warriors. Klay Thompson, drafted by the Warriors. Draymond Green, drafted by the Warriors. Okay, Willie Cauley-Stein, no longer in Sacramento. He's up the road now, about an hour and a half in San Francisco. Let me tell you something right now, man. The Golden State Warriors are a better example of what you said about the Nuggets than the Nuggets are. Because if you look, without KD, that's who they are.
Yeah.
They're self-made.
And they won't
And let me tell you something, and not
while.
only that, and everybody's counting them out. You're counting out a 2-time league MVP, the greatest shooting backcourt this planet has ever seen. In Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, there has never been a shooting backcourt like this. And so what I'm saying is, with the odds stacked against them, because the Clippers are loaded, because the Lakers are loaded, the Portland Trailblazers are loaded. And by the way, major props and congratulations to my man Damian Lillard. Got a rap album out right now. Check it out, by the way. But the point I'm making is, Utah has upgraded with Conley and Bogdanovich and those boys. Denver, of course, you throw them in there. Houston with Russell Westbrook. And I'm saying the Golden State Warriors, your ingredients, are a better example than the Denver Nuggets of what you pointed out.
Of suspense, of unpredictability, of the idea we don't know. Let's do this really quickly. Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
All right? Lakers, Real contenders for a title?
Hell yes.
Clippers, real contenders
Hell
for a
yes.
title? Jazz, real contenders for a title? Really?
They're good, but I don't see that. I don't see that. No. I see the Cowboys.
Let's keep going.
If your definition of contenders top 4 in the conference, I think the Jazz have a chance to be that. Yes.
Okay, Nuggets?
Yeah.
Warriors?
Yes.
Rockets?
Yeah.
That's 6.
Yeah.
Trailblazers?
Yes.
That's 7.
Okay.
Who are we forgetting? How about Bucks? Yes.
What about Philly?
You're going to East?
Sixers?
You're going to East?
Yep. Bucks, Sixers,
Boston.
Celtics. There you go.
Bucks, Sixers, Boston.
What did we just rattle off? 9,
Yeah.
10 teams?
Yes.
You're telling me that a third of the league's fan bases have a shot to win the title this year, or a reason to believe that they have a chance to win the title, not to write off the season in February, March, or April?
It's like more parity than the NFL.
This is what I'm excited
let's
about.
stay with this thought experiment, Stephen A., because there's so many duos, the blockbuster moves.
Sure.
What do you think is going to be the best tandem in the NBA?
Oh, that's
this
easy.
season?
That's LeBron and AD.
No.
That's easy.
No.
That's easy.
No Harden, Westbrook. No
Listen.
Kawhi.
Harden and Westbrook are going to be phenomenal as offensive juggernauts, but they gotta play together.
Yeah.
And defensively, Harden's got to show up. When I think about Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, both two-way stars, and we know how. And I think the Clippers actually have a better all-around team. Okay. And I'm not sleeping on Portland either because Nurkic comes back. Even though Hassan Whiteside has been a joke because he stole money from the Miami Heat in the last few years, he's still there now. I think that'll be an upgrade. But when
Embiid, Simmons, with Tatum, Kemba, Draymond, Steph.
Let me tell you what's happening. First of all, it's 2 things, and it's undisputable to me. First of all, for the first time in a decade, LeBron James got some rest. His season ended in April.
True.
That's a big deal. And if anybody, and not only that, because he got hurt too, LeBron James is going to destroy people. I mean, this dude's healthy. At 35, I believe he is going to annihilate people in a fashion the likes of which we have not seen in some time. And by the way, Anthony Davis, at some point in time, we just have to remember that the guy is 28 and 12 in his sleep. This dude is a top 5 player on the planet.
No, I got ahead of myself there. You're right. That's the best duo in the NBA, but the Clippers are the better roster.
Yeah, I said that.
Let me ask you a question. You don't have to write it in stone, okay? This isn't biblical. It's August 12th, right?
Sure.
Right now, NBA Finals.
Lakers and Sixers.
Lakers and Sixers.
Right now.
What do you think?
Clippers and Bucks.
Bucks ain't going to the finals.
Why do you think
Bucks
the
ain't going to
Bucks?
the
Because a
finals.
lot of people think the Bucks took a step back.
No.
He thinks Giannis going to get a jump shot.
There it is. I think Giannis takes the next step. I think Giannis takes the next step. You're right. On paper, on their roster, they took a step back, but not a step back enough. But I don't believe Giannis doesn't cover it up with that big, long step he takes to the basket.
You know the mistake you're making? First of all, they lost Brogdon. Tremendous loss.
Love Brogdon.
Tremendous loss. That's number 1. Number 2, y'all keep bringing up Embiid and Simmons in Philadelphia. Yes, they're the cornerstones. How about the acquisition of Al Horford? So Boston is weaker. You're stronger. They still got to work on their bench. They got to get another shooter. And Elton Brand will do that because I think he's done a sensational job as a general manager for the Sixers. But I believe in the Philadelphia 76ers. I think they're going to the finals. And when we talk about the Lakers, here's my thing. I firmly believe, despite all the pieces, the Avery Bradley pickups, and you still got Kuzma and all these guys, I still believe the Clippers have a better roster.
Yes.
But in the sport of basketball, when you have 2 preeminent stars, I think that supersedes. And when I'm talking, here's the problem.
But wait. Yeah, that supersedes, you're right. But are you putting, I agree, LeBron and AD, number 1 duo in the NBA.
Yes.
But I'm not putting it by leaps and bounds. I'm not putting it like this over Kawhi and Paul George.
I'm going to tell you why I am.
It's more like this.
I'm going to tell you why I am.
And that roster pushes the Clippers.
I'm going to tell you why I am. Because I think you're missing what Anthony Davis brings to the table defensively. Anthony Davis has the ability to shut down an entire front line. He not only can take you outside or inside and score facing the basket, back to the basket, drop 28 to 30 on you. Anthony Davis can shut you down. He can make you a perimeter
If you're talking
team.
defense, you are talking Clippers.
Excuse me.
That is going to be in a ridiculous defense.
Let me tell you why. Patrick Beverley, for example, another elite defender. But here's the problem. LeBron is 6'9", 260, man. When all else fails, I'm backing you down. When all else fails, I'm 6'11" if I'm Anthony Davis. See, this is the problem. I'm saying to you, as players, they're elite.
Good opportunities, we had, to win the game, but they turned it up in that fourth quarter.
What are some of the things that you look at and you say, we could have improved this? Fast break points, obviously a pretty big disparity there.
Yeah, that's number 1 for us, our transition defense. We want to continue to get better with that, especially against a team like Toronto. We know they play, extremely fast no matter who's in the lineup. So, 32 to 8 fast break points is the most glaring thing that I looked at. Everything else is pretty even.
shorthanded. Can that be, the guys that have to step in situations like that? Have you seen that in the past be something that motivates an opponent?
Yeah, but they still got championship players on it. No matter they were shorthanded, but they still got guys that's championship DNA players. So we didn't take that lightly. And the guys that came in, gave them a good boost.
There was that 5-0 swing where Kuzma missed the layup with some contact. They came back, hit a 3 on the other end, but this 12-point game. But you guys didn't pack it in at that point. What was the key to that little spurt you did to make it competitive?
That was definitely a foul. But it's deflating. You get a great defensive stop, we get a great break, and foul isn't called, and then they go down and hit a 3. To put it back up 12. So it's a deflating play for us. But we're a resilient team. Even early on in the season, we just kept going. We had some great opportunities still. We just wasn't able to connect, and then they was able to get a couple easy fast break points with us, kind of like in desperation mode.
You talked about improving transition defense. Did you see other things out there tonight that you think needs improvement, or can you say, hey, they were just a better team tonight?
Was always, win, lose, or draw. If you win games, there's room for improvement. When you lose games, there's room for improvement. So we definitely look at the film tomorrow and see ways we can improve, especially with it being early in the season. So that's always good.
Ron, Frank said that you guys try to take the result out of the process, but when you are winning, that tends to mask, whatever might be going on. Does a loss in it have any sort of wake-up call element?
What does that mean? Take the result out of the process?
Where it's less about winning or losing as long as you're building.
Yeah, that's all we're trying to do. We want to win basketball games, but I don't think anything gets lost, with us, because we're not a complacent team, and we're kind of even keel. So obviously we hate to lose, but they were the better team, and we just move on to the next one. We see how ways we can get better tomorrow in the film session, but nothing was masked. There's still ways for us to be, better, and we know that.